I would say the state of the female MC is very shaky. It's been shaky for years, and that's just because females don't get as much exposure and as much perks as the guys, and that's just a fact.
Because you got the Salt-N-Pepa, you know, they had the message, but they had the party.
Salt-N-Pepa, they made songs that were very sexy. They made songs that were influential. They made songs that women can relate to with a man and push it.
Push It was a great speech. Myself, what else? Well, fame hasn't got me.
It started with Latifah. It started with MC Lyte. It started with Roxanne Shante and Salt-N-Pepa. Like, these are the icons of hip-hop. And you listen to their music and you see where they came from and where they at today and how they changed music, how they opened the doors to make it even available for artists and women like myself to even be involved in hip-hop.
More powerful and two Cleopatra, bomb graffiti on the tomb of Nefertiti. MCs ain't ready to take it to the Serengeti. My rhymes is heavy like the mom of Sister Betty.
And when you listen to what she's talking about, which is why the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, I think, was just so big, those are female issues. Those are things that go through women's head on a daily basis.
Here's another woman that's speaking out to you, speaking for you, speaking about you, and those are the things that you gravitate to.
Nobody said, okay, we're not going to empower females. The industry started to change.
Major corporations started to dictate what, you know, what can stay around, and whatever can stay around has to be able to sell units.
Truth is that artists got to sell a zillion records or be very powerful to even keep a label deal.
I've been in different meetings from the label, you know, being an artist that was signed to a major label, Atlantic Records, and with just the expenses and just the touring and the glam and just so many extra things that come along with being a woman that that needs to be taken care of. I think just for most labels and looking at the females that was in the game, it just became too much.
For women,
I mean, the demise of female MCs can be illustrated best by in 2005, the Grammys dropped the category. There was no category for best female MCs in the Grammy anymore, probably because they couldn't find enough people to nominate. That's crazy. If that doesn't illustrate, you know, how far we've fallen as a sorority of female MCs, nothing does.
This is why there's no categories in award shows for females, because if you got one artist, myself, that's out and nobody else to put up in the category, then there's no category.
Trina's been around 12 years and is still making music.
Business-wise, she's definitely held her own, because just to hold down females in hip-hop for a whole decade alone, whew, I know the pressure, sister, I do.
The most impressive thing about her, honestly, is that in the 12 years, she's never gone away. It's not like she's had these year or two dips, so it's like, whatever happened to Trina? Like, she's always on the scene. So she figured out branding very early on.
She really understands her audience base, and that's something that's really important for any artist to do. Do I feel that many women of color, particularly African-American women, feels that Trina speaks for them? No, but for the women and men who love her, she's really consistent in terms of what she puts out. You don't see a whole lot of variation. She knows what her audience wants and she delivers.
They don't really want to see you in the baggy jeans. They want to see you sexy, because you're a female, I'm a dude, I'm not learning nothing from you, I just want to see you. So whatever you're talking about, I probably don't really care. I want to just look at you. And whatever you saying, it all sounds good to me. You know what I mean? And that's just real. It's just how it is.
I mean, it's hard, right? Because hip-hop is based on the truth. That is the thread that we need in all of this music and this culture. Be who you are. But when it comes to a woman's story, being who they are, more often than not, is going to have tales about how a man has done them wrong, right? And ultimately, you don't want to hear that.
You know, when you have your Remy Ma's and your Rah Diggers, yeah, people love it, but I can't really relate. They want somebody who might be a little closer to Kim Kardashian with a mic in her hand.